Hey everybody, what's up? Skate Nerd Scott back again. I was gonna go a little forward in time from my last review, which I believe was a 1998 issue of Transworld, to 1999 and review something from that year. But I came across some older skate mags and I got a couple really special ones or kind of unique ones lined up. First up is this December 1991 issue of Transworld. Now, if you look at this thing is like as thin as a Thrasher was in the early 90s. We're talking about an era in skateboarding, December 1991. Things are changing really fast. And this is like, just within, I think, a couple of months, the, Plan B Questionable will come out. And essentially just throw the entire world of skateboarding for a loop. Just upend everything that was conventionally happening. In the lead up to this, things are changing pretty quickly already in 1991. There's no cover to this, okay? There's no cover. I don't know who's on the cover. I think maybe we can look and see in the contents. This comes from a time before I skated. I didn't start skating until 1994. So I'm not even sure how I got a copy of this. I'm recontextualizing something here that I did not experience firsthand. So in 1991, I didn't even start skating yet. I hadn't even considered starting skating, I don't think. Let's crack it open. First we got Tom Knox and Eric Dressen, ads for Santa Cruz, both doing frontside nose grinds, which is a weird choice. Kinlu, aka Donger, for Galwing Trucks. I don't know what he's doing here. Is this he's alling over a wall? It looks like he's just like dropping in. In sick style of dressing, I don't think he's like changed how he dressed much at all. He's got some Vans on, blue jeans, and just a tank top. Oh, Kristen Nissoy on the cover. Kristen Nissoy fills the gap between two concrete cliffs. So another ollie, I guess, from Kristen Nissoy, maybe Street Hissoy. LA Guns, Hollywood Vampires. Rock stripped down to the raw essentials. Okay, all right. This LA Guns was no Nirvana. Come on, guys. Like, LA Guns fucking sucked. Rock stripped down to the raw essentials. That's like not... That is an entire, you're describing an entire world of music that existed in 1991. That was not this. You're describing a thing that was a reaction to this shit. This shit had run its course. It was done. Colvanetics, World Industries. Holy shit, what a fucking ad. Yes, under 14 million copies sold. Okay. Ooh, load the Hawk double tail. Look at that. Ooh, look at the dimensions. Like Speed Wheels ad with Dressen and Knox flipped. This time, a nose slide and an ollie, respectively. Is that Markovich? That is Markovich. That looks like it's at Carlsbad. Okay, so I want to talk about this. There's some letters to the mag worth noting in this, and I had read ahead at these just to get a little bit of context. So we get a group of letters over here that people writing in to rave about the September 1991 issued that contains the Jeremy Klein Pro Spotlight, and mostly they're raving about the Spike Jonze photos. So the Spike Jonze photos were like just blew everybody's minds because they're so fucking good. So you get a bunch of people like raving about that over here. And then over here, we get a letter from a young woman. I believe it's a young woman. She describes a situation. The letter is titled "Serious Situation." Trigger warning, it's gonna get serious for a second. I'm gonna talk about some serious things. So she very quickly describes how she was hanging out with what she thought were her two best friends, and they ended up assaulting her. Her two best friends are skaters, and this happened like near the skate park. And this is how she describes how this has like just completely ruined her life and changed the way she looks at everything. But she ends it by saying, "It's too late to prevent it from happening to me, but listen up to all you females out there. You may think that you're just like one of the guys, but remember, there's always a catch. Please be careful." All right, so I think this is like describing the danger, from her perspective, the danger of, thinking that when you have male friends as a young woman and they treat you like one of the guys, and you think that you're safe, and you may not be. And she's also purposely writing into a skateboard magazine to talk about this, right? So she's describing a thing that like skaters are not immune from. They're not immune to this kind of violence and misogyny. But what comes after this is a little baffling and disappointing. The response from the editor is a little bizarre, but also predictable for, I think, the time, and also predictable for skateboarding across time. This is the response from the editor. Date, self-censored word, and other forms of aggressive male domination are on an abrupt and discouraging upswing all over the world. We know that it's a hard thing to do, but if you have been physically or sexually assaulted, report the crime immediately to the authorities. The sooner these incidents are reported, the sooner the aggressors will be punished. Hopefully that will deter others from thinking that and other forms of violence are okay. Anonymous, just remember that what goes around comes around. Report the incident to someone now. These guys will get what's coming to them in the end, so to speak. Okay, so yeah, like where do I start with this? So it's like recognizing that like, hey, like this is something that like all men are capable of, but it's like taking the blame off of these guys as skateboarders. And it's just saying like, oh no, this is actually a thing that's like happening on an upward trend all over the world. So it takes the blame off of skateboarding. It takes the responsibility and the accountability off of this magazine and this editor to handle this in any kind of like way that takes some kind of accountability for these guys being skateboarders, and to a thing that she was putting it in the context of on purpose, and then they just remove that context, right? And it's also just not understanding why assaults like this aren't reported. And it's this kind of magical thinking that says like, well, if everybody just reported these crimes, then the criminals will be punished. People won't think that they can get away with this anymore. And then it ends with some sort of prison assault pun. These guys will get what's coming to them in the end, so to speak. Like God. It's hard to just move past this, but I will say that like I think skateboarding has grown a little bit since this and this kind of attitude that a prominent magazine would have, but not that much. We're still seeing pro skateboarders who have credible accusations of assault against them given interviews in magazines, and that's just baffling to me. All right, I'm just gonna switch back to skateboarding. I don't have a good transition from that to back to my fun little dumb critiques of skateboarding. Ooh, Felix Arguelles. Fakie 270 shove it to overturn grind revert? What's an overturn grind? Okay, so he is going up fakie. He does a frontside shove it, and he just whacks his front truck on the coping. There's nothing overturned about it. You didn't get both your trucks on. Oh, all right. And then we got the classic Felix style on that front nose. Alan Peters from SMA, and he's riding like a little old banana board. It's really awesome to see that the novelty of doing a normal trick on a dumb, tiny board was happening back then. Like we're not tired of it now? Like it's all been done. Okay. Ooh, Toxic Skateboards. Is that Danny Mayer for Toxic? Damn! 1991 readers poll. Look, they just list all the names and then they go, you get to vote in 5 different ways. You don't have to vote in all 5 categories. A, best street skater. B, best mini ramp skater. C, best vertical skater. D, best freestyle skater. E, best all-around skater. And then you just write on your ballot and you send it in. Wow. They should just bring that back. Mail-in ballots only for SOTY. That's what I say. Out with the old, in with the new. Blockhead. Okay, so it's like, yeah, just kind of doing a Rocco thing. Okay. It's like a little send up of Rocco. The simple 16-step plan. We studied the world industry's way, the Rocco industry's way of getting rich. Steal more riders from big company. Ugh, okay, all right. Even like the smaller guys were like bitter at Rocco. Okay, somebody for New School. I don't even know who this is. Oh, Mark Hostetter. Okay. Wow. Okay. Dang, the memory screen ad. Alien Workshop memory screen. That looks so sick. Yeah, look at these. Look at this time frame that this falls in. You get Blockhead ripping off Rocco's style. The birth of New School, which is like mixing up this street graffiti aesthetic with, I don't know what else. You get the avant-garde Alien Workshop memory screen. And then you get this guy with long hair and his whatever fucking shorts those are that I've already seen like 3 times in this magazine, just doing an invert. Wow, shit was really in flux at this time. Never Again, Powell Peralta, the Rat. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Don't know. Black Label, some kid named Max Evans. Oh yeah, so I read this too. This is a 2-page World Industries ad. It's written by Rocco, and he basically just lays out this diatribe against skate shops that won't carry World Industries product. Just overkill front to back. He does 2 different, but the same kind of parallel scenarios where he's like, if somebody told you to stop doing this, would you stop? Or wouldn't you? And then, just to hammer it home, he's like, hey, by the way, those were metaphors for exactly what's going on with World Industries. So he ends this by saying, what would you do if you were in charge of World Industries? What would you tell Transworld to do if they refused to run certain ads? What would you tell skate shop owners that refuse to carry certain boards? The choices are not always easy or clear, but they still must be made. In the space below, there is a space for you to express your own opinion. Send it to the address at the bottom of the page, and I, Steve Rocco, promise not only to read every letter myself, but force one of our employees to send you free decals as well. Listen to that old head talking about stickers. Decals! What a weird fucking stunt, and just honestly a waste of space. The world was just eating everybody's lunch in 1991, so clearly there's something about this that is resonating with kids. But I think if I was a kid and I was reading this, I would just be like, okay, I guess that speaks to my rebellious anti-authoritarian spirit, but that's too much to read, man. Ooh, Alfonso Rawls, 8th Street. Ooh, the classic Plan B ad. 5 of these 10 / it crossed out 11 pros left their sponsors in order to create a new company. So this is the follow-up to that first one. Nothing. Oh, more snowboarding. Jesus Christ, man. Alan Gelfand's Frankenstein. This is like, okay, so we're just taking the ollie into the stratosphere. Ooh, Karma Sochef is about to touch down on a handrail. Yes, that's Ed Templeton doing an impossible, which they're calling it Ollie Impossible. There is no ollie involved. I fucking hate this shit. There is no ollie involved. He's taking his foot off at the nose before the board gets off the ground. There's no ollie. Rodney, before he went street, look at that. Doing some kick flops. Rodney Mullen's efforts with the flatland ollie in the early 80s formed the foundation of modern street skating. You owe him a lot. Okay, thanks for the lecture. Young Danny Way with a shifty. Just feast your eyes on Hensley. Middle of the curb, pop into backside nose blunt, out in the middle of the curb. That shit had to have been mind-blowing back then. Oh, Christian Soy, Pro Spotlight. Okay, right. I am not super interested. We got some Street Hosoi doing like 2 of the fucking basically the same trick. And 5-0 to board slide to backside Smith over a spine. Okay, so what is this? So 5-0 into a board slide, into a backside Smith? That's a hurricane. What the fuck? Ollie nose slide. Rick Avicetta with like the wonkiest nose slide he just flops out of. Oh, look at the similar photos. I mean, it's no wonder that like, not only did this style of skating just like go out the window, but people that were probably like pretty talented, they're good at skateboarding, just like didn't go anywhere. If this is what they're like, everything is the same. Everything is like, these 2 guys are exactly the same. There's nothing to set them apart from each other, from anyone else. It's no wonder. It's no wonder like that shit changed like almost overnight. Willie Santos, I believe that's like a half cab 1 foot that he's doing. Okay, Wade Spire, Mike V, Damien Carbajal. Is that a stirred photo? Yes, it is. Nice and grainy. Fucking look at that angle. That's like, holy shit. You know what this is? This is him warming up, practicing for the Jeremy Ray water tower ollie. Oh wow, contest results for NSA Pro and AMS and shop contests. Look at that, upcoming events. This is how you found out there was like more contests coming up and where they were. I had a friend, who did that, who in his senior year of high school, he just saw like when a contest was coming up, he just like took off to California and entered the contest. He did not do well. It crushed his pro skater dreams. Primus, Sailing the Seas of G's. Dinosaur Jr. Green Mind. Fire Hose Flying the Flannel. Wow, if these do not just scream 1991, they're fucking incredible. Oh, A1 Meets. Jason Dill. Jason Dill in his underwear, like a 14-year-old Jason Dill in his underwear. Ugh, what are we doing? Like, who thought this was a good idea? Just print the nose blunt. Leave this out. All right, Markovich again. Looks like a fakey 1 foot down. Carlsbad. Sent some frames and whatnot. I wonder if like there were other frames like kind of out of sequence or whatever on the back cover page. Quite possible, but I mean, that's still pretty sick. He loved Carlsbad, didn't he? 1991, heading right into 1992. Yes, obviously things are super in flux. Fashion, music, wheel size, board size and shape, everything, tricks people are doing. It's such a wide range. It's so fluctuating. It's a really cool period, and it's fun to look back on because you get some old vert dog doing an invert, and on the next page you get Hensley just innovating the fuck out of a back nose blunt on a curb. Yeah, what a cool time. What a cool time. Slightly disappointing, that thing in the middle with the letter. I'm disappointed in you, Transworld Skateboarding from 35 years ago, but we can just try to do better. We can just try to do better as a skateboarding community. And the skateboarding industry needs to fucking do better. That's pretty clear. And I hope we do.